Hi, Joe here, Muddy Puddles Farm. Welcome. I'm in my permaculture area where, if you recall when I started, the first thing I did was put in 2 swale banks. This is the one on the top here. And these are on contour, which means they follow the level ground. And that also means they're not very straight. And that the garden isn't a traditional rectangle or particular shape. It's an odd shape. It's got 4 sides, but they're all a bit wobbly. They're not straight sides at all. And I've been struggling to work out my layout. I have I started with the swale banks, been going curvy. And I kind of rebelled from straight lines and put the pond in, which I started with, the bathtub pond, in at a jaunty angle to everything else. And I've been struggling to think in my head about the layout. And then I realised I started by putting down a great big tarp and then putting clover underneath that after I cleared the weeds and planting into that. And things had just started developing in straight lines. You put your beans in a straight line. I put the amaranth in a straight line. I kind of had a rectangular bed with pumpkins and corn and things in. And there were a lot of straight lines, and I've just realised Mother Nature doesn't make mistakes, and she doesn't tend to make very many straight lines either. And so the fault lay with me. So I have just started today, now it's twigged in my head, I started with a horseshoe shape, which has got my rhubarb, and then that's a hardy wandering geranium. There's lawn chamomile, more rhubarb, and wandering thyme, I think that is, and it goes around in a lovely horseshoe shape. And in the centre of that horseshoe I will put either my damson or my plum tree that I've ordered when they arrive, and that will make up an island, which is kind of how Mother Nature works. There's a tree canopy, and under the tree she drops seeds and seedlings and other species creep in there and utilise the protection of the tree canopy, and things spread out from there. And then that makes this corner an ideal starting spot, because I have that shape there, I have the pond there, I have areas I can put wood chip down to walk around to access everything. And then as I come back, it opens up into a lovely wider shape, and so the next bed I think will go in there. And it will be an organic shape. It will just curve around and cut all the edges of the other beds. And hopefully I will not have to draw a plan for my garden. It will develop its own soul and shape and space. And I think it's going to look wonderful.